All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio right here on Opera, and today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now, we've got a gentleman in here today, very, very interesting man. He is a classy soul, and I am really digging your energy. Mr. Douglas Wolfe, and I'm going to be learning about who you are and what you do, and you mentioned you have a recording studio, so of course I want to dig into that and find out what that's all about. But in the meantime, of course, I want to thank you for coming in.
And, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And how are you doing, man?
I'm doing terrific. I got just this morning, I had a conversation with one of the most remarkable people that I know. Mm-hmm. And he's connected in one way or another, and it looks like we might be collaborating on videos having to do with professional wrestling.
Okay.
Which is so far outside of my lifestyle. It's great. So, yeah, I'm eager. It's new things. I always like new things.
Do we want to really dig into who you are before we talk about your business? That's
sure,
kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. So who is Douglas Wolfe?
Well, this week, I'm the sidewalk astronomer.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard this. I see it all over the place. There's a conjunction going on. You may have noticed two bright stars right at 9 o'clock.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
And they're getting closer and closer together.
It's Jupiter and Saturn, isn't it?
No, Jupiter and Venus.
Jupiter and Venus, okay.
Right? So Venus is now moving into visibility. She's taken her debut for her spring appearance. Mm-hmm. She's getting brighter every night, and she's staying up later every night. Mm-hmm. So that alone is something to see. As that happens, you look at it and you'll see why Venus has been chosen as the goddess of beauty. Mm-hmm. At the same time, Saturn is exiting. He's been busy up in the sky all winter, so now he's going off stage, and all of the planets and the sun and the earth and us and you and me all travel on the same line in the sky. So all the planets are on the same line. Jupiter and Venus are on the same line, and they're getting closer and closer together every night. So I've been watching this for 3 months.
It's gorgeous.
And they're going to actually cross on Monday and Tuesday.
And they were right in front of the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The whole, it was like the last couple of nights. In fact, it was so funny. My mom is in Nebraska.
Oh,
and
boy.
She sent me pictures of the moon last night. Yeah.
Well, but that's where I come in, because I set up public telescopes in public places.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's so cool. And of course, I understand that people want to take pictures of when they see something beautiful.
Yeah.
And it never is. So what your mom saw, and compared to what you saw, what you saw was nothing at all. Yeah. Out in Canvas, where they don't have lights on at night.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And she's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So, outside of that, you said you own a recording studio? And then when you were doing your sound check, you were doing some poetry. So are you doing audiobooks or something?
Oh, yeah, I did audiobooks for a while. Mm-hmm. Well, this is a long time ago. I'm an old guy. You can't tell that on the radio. But I'm really old. And, yeah, I did audiobooks for a while.
You know what's sad is when we used to do audiobooks, I've done lots and lots of audiobooks over the years. We used to have to do it, and it'd be like, Melanie Nooney. And then you just take the best one, and then you go on to the next sentence. Mm-hmm. Now they just upload everything into a computer, and the AI spits out, and it's perfect. It's better than anything a human could do. It's sad. It's very sad.
Well, I can tell when AI makes a mistake.
You can't anymore. Not, and here's why. So my buddy's, I call him my super nerd. He's the one who runs the other studio, and so he has a podcast that pulls current events from the news and turns that into dialogue. And there's two characters, and the characters are feeding off of each other and telling jokes and laughing, and you can hear it all. You would never know.
So what, he hands printed copy to AI?
No. It literally feeds the news into an AI algorithm, runs that through a filter, which then turns it into dialogue, into a storyline, and then splits that up between two different AI agents, and then they literally feed off of each other, and you could hear the breaths and the mouth and It's unbelievable. And they joke and they laugh and they have a personality.
Wow.
And it's just super scary, bro.
So yeah, you and I are doomed.
It's over. It's over.
Yep.
We went to a graduation yesterday. I took the day off, went to a graduation, and everyone's got their big cameras and everything, and I just stayed seated and I took my iPhone and I just zoomed in. He's this tall out there, so I zoom in and it's just a big, ugly, blurry mess. And so I take it and I just upload the picture into ChatGPT and I go, clean this up for me. And it spits out like you could blow this thing up and turn it into it's incredible. Mm-hmm. You would never know. It looks like we hired someone to take pictures. It's just unbelievable, dude. And scary for the artist. So what are you doing with your recording?
Not that much anymore. I did corporate stuff, like a corporation might need walk-on music for their event that was coming up, or just something. If they had a podcast or a video or something like that, they would need that sort of thing.
No, what kind of? What kind of gear are you using? The old like ADATs and DAT systems? Or are you all digital, or are you back to reels? Or
it's all digital.
It's all digital.
It's not that kind of digital. It starts with analog.
Yes,
and
you're speaking my language.
But did you ever splice recording tape with a razor blade?
We used to do it. I started on reels.
Oh, you're older than you look. Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
I've been at this 30 years, my friend.
Cool.
Yeah, I built my first studio at 14, and I started in this industry at age 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So anyway, the software that I have has a whole suite of human beings that are available to me. Mm-hmm. So I can put in a chord sequence, tell them the tempo, what chords I want, how much substitution I'm going to allow. Do I want to be strict about it, or do I want to be loose about it? And choose from what they call styles, and there's thousands of them. And then I can modify each one of the styles. But then where it really gets beautiful is I can choose from a whole list of musicians. There's 40-some piano players. So I can bring in Jeff Lorber. Well, if Jeff doesn't fit for that particular song, I can just grab my mouse and go click, click, click.
I've seen this with drummers.
I have Miles Black playing in the style of Joni Mitchell. Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. No, I've seen this with drummers. And so you can, you can come in and go, okay, I want Bon Scott. No, you don't. No. I want, Sugarfoot. You can pick who you want.
Well, picking them by name doesn't work for me. I just go in there and go through the list, try different ones, see if I've got something in my head, and it might be unique. I might be the only person that knows what it sounds like.
We own a film studio. When we produce our movies, I write most of the music for the films, but we shoot everything, of course, ahead of time, right? You pick the music later. And we always know that we've got the right music when the music doesn't have to be edited. Meaning, once we put the music into the scene and the music carries that scene, we're like, oh, it's so perfect. Right. And there's this cadence that happens. And so, as a musician, I see everything that's off, right? So if somebody's walking, that walk has to happen to the beat. And so the scene changes has to happen to the beat. Everything has to happen in unison to the soundtrack. Yeah. And if we put in the wrong music, it doesn't carry. Yeah.
When it's right, you know it.
Oh yeah, 100%. You feel the chills and the whole thing. Yeah.
I wish it could happen every day.
All right. So why are you here? You're here to talk about your company.
Oh yeah, business.
Yeah. He's like, okay, we've got to get important now. Impact Health Sharing. Talk to me about this.
It's a terrific alternative to conventional health insurance.
Okay.
I've been doing this now, working with this company, Impact Health Sharing, for about 6 years.
Okay.
The concept of health sharing has been around 40-some years. In fact, much longer than that. It started out in churches. Sister Mary, she had an operation, now they got this huge medical bill, everybody chips in.
Yes.
I thought that's how insurance was supposed to work.
It is supposed to work that way. That's what they say on Family Guy, anyway.
I'm naive. But this is the real deal. And by the time Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, came along, this had been institutionalized for a couple of decades, just at the right time, so it got written into Obamacare. So it's all official in that sense. There's the coverage. First of all, it's cheaper, and this meant so much. In December and January, I got text messages and emails from people that I don't even know saying, "Oh my God, my health premium just went up to $1,500 a month," because you know what happened then. And goodness, can you help me? Complete major medical coverage for a healthy 30-year-old man could be $150 to $300 a month. For a family of four, $250 to $600.
Yeah, my wife works for the state of California, and we get like super good health insurance, and I think ours is still higher than that, and we're both like, I mean, I guess I'm a little fat, but we're healthy. I'm not dying, kind of. All of us are.
So I love that I'm able to help people who find themselves in such a desperate situation through no fault of their own.
Yeah.
And the coverage is better in a lot of ways. We don't have a list. You can go to any doctor you want to. The card has a number on it that the people that work in the hospitals and the doctor's office know what that number is. It identifies this payer as payer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A or whatever it might be. That's what they're dealing with. They get treated in the paperwork, in the workflow of the hospital or the doctor's office. They get treated just like anybody else. Then the doctor finds out that we pay much faster. So, okay, good. So now they like us. So you can pick any doctor you want to. Coverage is better. We work really well with families. The concept is for families. When I do a quote, I can say, is this for one person or two persons or three persons? But there's no fourth. So if it's one person, that's great. If it's a husband and wife, that's great. If it's a husband and wife and one kid, that's great. If it's a husband and wife and two kids and a mother-in-law and your cousin that sleeps on the couch, we still consider that three.
Very interesting.
So it's the conception behind it is about households.
Okay, so I think before I start getting into some of these other questions, what I really want to ask is this. Okay, so what happens if you've already got medical insurance? You're, again, spouses with the state of California, or government agency, you already have health coverage. First of all, how does that work? Secondly, how does one sign up? And thirdly, where do you start?
Well, if you've already got health coverage, great.
Yeah, but if we're paying $600 a month and we could do it for $300 a month,
fine. Really simple. Just I'll go to my website with you. All I need to know is your date of birth and how many people in your family. Will give you an estimate right then. And if you like the numbers, then we go to the next page on my website and take your name and your phone number, and then that's going to get submitted to Impact Health Sharing headquarters in Florida. And then a person's going to get back to you who's a licensed insurance agent and has all of the legal requirements and all of that. I have to qualify in order to be a representative for the company, but I'm not a fully licensed insurance agent.
Correct. So do we cancel our service, our medical insurance with who we currently have? Is that how that works?
Just stop paying them.
It's very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. I'd like to learn more about this. This is interesting.
We got this little handout I can show you. And then we have a packet of information.
Oh, I'm sure you've got all kinds of stuff, but you have dental and eyes and all that stuff as well.
Yeah, we have a benefit for alternative medicine, herbs, acupuncture, that sort of thing. It counts against your deductible. So a lot of customers, for them, that's the tipping point. People that really don't feel good. Well, they don't feel good about the fact that they're getting charged so much. They also don't feel good about medicine as it's practiced conventionally in the absence of wellness. Wellness is a different topic. That's nutrition and vitamins and all the benefits that you get from yoga and things like that. Hospitals don't do that, but we support that.
Very interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. All right. So, why are you so passionate about this?
Because I get to help people.
Well, I get all that. But you just one day woke up and said, I
Oh,
want to
no,
help
no, no,
people.
no, 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 no. I work with a company that has, for the past 33 years, provided services that homeowners need. Cell phones, internet, TV, home security, essential services that people need. And we have plans for T-Mobile, AT&T, Vivint Home Security that you can't get anywhere else. So that's great, and it's helping people. It's saving money. And then about 6 years ago, I think it was 6 years, there had been rumors that we were going to start doing insurance for a lot of years. And then they announced that we had formed a partnership with this company, an existing company called Impact Health Sharing. They were already successful when we linked up with them. And our success was such that they were willing to give us an exclusive.
Very interesting. Okay, so what types of clients are you looking for? You come on the show. You're obviously looking for people with a pulse.
That's important. Now, if you mentioned that you already have coverage.
Correct.
That's great. If you're happy with that, it's terrific.
I don't know one from another. And I think doctors are a bunch of hacks. Unless something falls off, I think they're pretty useless. They're pretty good at putting arms and fingers back on, but that's just about it, in my opinion.
Right. Until something fails, you don't see a doctor.
Exactly.
So I talk to people sometimes who are critical, or maybe they're on somebody's talk show. They're critical of the medical profession because the medical profession does not pursue wellness. It's not their job to make sure that you exercise every day and you eat right. And I have my mom and dad to thank for that.
I don't eat right or exercise every day.
Well, that's great. You look healthy to me, but I'm not trying to be critical in that sense.
That's why I said we're all dying slowly, right?
If you got coverage that you're happy with, that's terrific. And if you want to try an alternative,
What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give this to my wife, and I'll probably have my wife reach out to you.
Great.
Because she works for the state of California in Health and Human Services.
Excellent.
And so this could actually be a really, really good alternative for people that don't have or need. The other side of this is...
So can I just mention that?
Yeah.
I've also, just in the month of May, working with a couple of staffers at the state capitol, not legislators, but they've been there for decades.
Yeah,
They know
yeah.
how this thing works.
Yeah.
They're putting together an alliance for small businesses.
Yes, it's right here.
So they love that.
Is it these people? Alliance for Community Development?
Nope.
Nope.
But it looks... This is great. Yeah, this is... it doesn't exist yet. They're just drafting this. So people who have coverage through their employers are generally okay with it. If you were to ask... I would love to have you come over and take a look. I would love to talk to your wife. If she does contact me, I'll send her a more detailed package of information and invite her to attend one of our Zoom webinars, which is Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, Thursday at 5 o'clock. And they are held by people pretty much like me. They're distributors like me.
Our group, I own Impact and Influence magazine. This is the radio show for the magazine. We've got some really amazing people. And so we've got healthcare centers, we've got mayors and political figures that are in our group. The whole point is that welcome, come into our group, start coming to these events. A lot of the events are members only, but we do have a monthly non-members event that we do. This next one's coming up on the 19th. And yes, get in contact with some of these people, start connecting. I think we can send a lot of business your way.
Terrific.
And I love your energy and you're classy. You're classy. The guy pulls out I'm sitting here with a ballpoint pen thinking I'm fancy, and he pulls out a fountain pen. I mean, you're just short of bringing out a feather and ink. I love it.
That was back in music school. So when conservatory, I had to learn how to write like Bach and Mozart and Beethoven. I had to learn all of those styles. And when they said write like Bach, I wanted to be able to make the little dots on the piece of paper the way they did. Because the handwriting of Johann Sebastian Bach compared to Mozart is quite different. And well, my classmate Bruce, he had the kind of a pen that those little dots, they're not circles.
Yes.
They're egg-shaped.
Yes.
He had a special pen for doing that. And of course, you dip it in ink. And
Yes.
right? I was spoiled.
You just do the fountain.
Never went back.
So your pen, it looked like a vintage.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's a nice, interesting clone. It's anything but a vintage, and it comes from China, and they're not very expensive.
It's not a Mont Blanc or any of those.
No.
Yeah, I used to do the whole Mont Blanc, and now I buy these Chinese. They're the Bulemer or something or another. They're on Amazon. They're about $20 or $30,
And they got unpronounceable names.
and they're incredible.
Well, we were just talking about the quality of stuff that's coming out of China.
It's incredible.
Like this microphone that I'm talking to
Yes.
you on.
It's not a bad mic, dude.
Yeah.
And the pens, no, that's the whole thing. Is I did the Mont Blancs, and I think I had about 5 or 6 of them over the years, and they were not good pens, and you can't buy ink for them. No, seriously, I would spend weeks just trying to find an ink cartridge for this stupid ass pen, and then when I finally find one, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's $30." It's like for an ink cartridge, and so now I just buy $30 pens. Yeah. I don't like the plastic pens though. It has to be, something good.
Yeah.
So, hey, I want to thank you so much for being here. Douglas Wolfe, Impact Health Sharing, 916-842-8672. 916-842-8672. J.D. Wolfe with an E. JDWOLFE.ACNIBO.com. Hey, I want to thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Quinn.
Absolutely. You're always welcome back. And then, of course, I want to thank everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.